What goes on, guys? We're back again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new McFarlane Toys Spawn Tactical version from Call of Duty. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't play a lot of Call of Duty. I don't think I've played in years, like really long time. So I have no idea why Spawn's in this outfit. So if you can tell me, let me know. But it's kind of been a while since I've gotten a new version of Spawn, and I've kind of been getting a hankering for it. So when they revealed that there's like a new tactile version, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool for the Spawn shelf. So I went ahead and picked it up. So without further ado, to this clamshell packaging here, found mine at Walmart. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. So getting this new Spawn out of the packaging, I gotta say, he's pretty cool. Definitely has his things that I don't like, and we'll talk about that, but he has a lot new here that definitely makes him feel different from other Spawns. I mean, one of the big things is he has no cape. The most cape we get here is this little scarf ascot thing, so I kind of like that. It's like a little nod to Spawn without like full on being that giant cape. Obviously we get all this like, you know, military equipment on him. Looks pretty good. I really do like this Spawn emblem here on the side. That looks awesome. I really like the wash in the scarf too. Looks really good. Looks like these arms are reuse. You know, God forbid we get any interchangeable hands on a Spawn. I think these are new hands because he's got gloves on, but he like never does interchangeable hands with his Spawns. It's like the same exact sculpt as the ungloved hands that he uses for his Spawn, but just with gloves on. It's like, what the hell? But whatever, it does look good. I do like the glove look. A lot of overlay pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing was the same exact torso we've seen before, just with overlay pieces on it. They did paint all the way up there. That's kind of cool. That's odd. But you get to see all the knee pads and pouches and all that shit. These seem to be pegged and glued. I'm totally okay with that. You get like a buckle here. I just noticed it looks like you can put one of the guns in here. I didn't do that for any of my pictures, but I think that goes in there, right? Maybe? I guess not. I don't know. It like feels really tight. But I don't... That's the smallest one. There's no way this one fits in there. Yeah, so I guess this Uzi goes in there. I don't know. Whatever. I might leave it in there. Doesn't really... Yeah. I don't know. I like that there's paint on some of these pouches up here. Again, really like that. Not a lot of paint. I think if you put some paint on this guy, it would go kind of nuts, like painting all this stuff silver and stuff. Not something I'm going to do. I don't care that much, frankly. And then the head sculpt is the same head sculpt we always see with Spawn, but in all honesty, I love it. I think it's, to this day, one of McFarlane's best head sculpts. I love the way they do the Spawn head sculpt, so I'm not upset about that. And then the other big difference is we don't get the bare tootsies, we get boots. But they did it kind of weird, where like they didn't do the shaped peg. It kind of like looks like they took a high top boot and just cut it. A little weird. Doesn't bother me too much. I think it would bother me more if he wasn't like black. But you know, whatever. So I think just standing there, he looks pretty awesome. But I think his accessories definitely carry him. So let's take a look at those. First off, you're going to get two smaller guns. Some kind of Uzi, I believe. And then like a... I don't know. Maybe is this a gun in the game? I really don't know. I like that there's a little red paint on them. It looks good. But unfortunately, he only has one trigger finger hand. So he really can only properly hold one gun at a time. And this trigger finger hand's not even very good. Like, it works. It's fine. But the hands just seem way too big for the guns that he comes with. And then over here, you know, you can't really do that. You can kind of get it in there. And I might just cut the finger. I mean, it doesn't look awful. But I don't know why they wouldn't just... If you're not going to give interchangeable hands, why would you not just give two trigger finger hands? Makes no sense. You also get... Please stand, buddy. We also get this longer gun. I believe this came with Gunslinger. Maybe that Jonah Hex. I don't have Jonah Hex. I didn't really care for that figure. But, yeah, looks pretty good. There's paint on it. You do get this rocket launcher. Big bazooka-looking thing. Oops, missile launcher. Looks awesome. Pretty cool. I like that there's red paint on it. Probably definitely my favorite weapon that he comes with. It seems like it suits this the most. What I've kind of been doing for posing is kind of just... Well, first of all, getting this in his hand is kind of difficult. Kind of just posting them up, I like the idea of him holding like the straps on his chest. Popping that, like, that looks awesome to me. I like that. And then finally, you get my favorite accessory, the pair of headphones. I like that a lot. So to complete my look here, this is definitely how I'm going to have them on the shelf one day. Boom. Fits perfectly on his head. I will be gluing the headphones on because they fall off kind of easy. They fit really nice on his head, but it's like if you look at them wrong, they come off. But that looks badass. I like that a lot. So it looks pretty cool. So I actually do think this is a good amount of accessories. I'm surprised. Usually we're not getting a lot with the spawns, but this is a good amount of accessories. Now I think the articulation is where this guy falls off a little bit. The head really isn't gonna move. We can get a little bit of pivot rotation, but like up and down, he's really not going to do that. Shoulders are both going to move up about the same. They'll go down and rotate. You get that little butterfly like peg thing in there, and then get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. The torso, they're on the ball hinges to like do anything. I like that. The torso is really not going to do much. There's definitely a joint in there. It seems like it's the upper torso. It's actually not terrible in certain positions, but ideally, or fundamentally speaking, it's really just going to be for rotation and a little bit of pivot. Hips go outwards that far, they'll go down. He'll kick forward, back, no thigh swivel, double jointed knees. And I like that they're floating knee pads so you can kind of adjust them for the posing. I mean, this spawn was always like a really good figure in my opinion, so if it's based off of that, I think it works. And then the ankles will rotate, they'll go down and up, they'll pivot, and he has a toe hinge. So, yeah, not bad at all. I think it's not great, but honestly, when you have this much gear on you, I don't know how much I'd be able to move with all this stuff on me neither, so it makes sense. Here he is next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzers Fortnite series Peely. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men series Darwin. And then finally, here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If series Zombie Captain America. So some of you might be out there wondering, whatever. Yo, Ant, what are your thoughts about this figure? And I gotta say, he's pretty cool for what he is. He does have a little trouble standing. I think it's that they put the weird joints on the boots. But overall, I think it's a pretty solid action figure. A little bit more paint would definitely help. I mean, like, look, he's even got, like, knives and straps and stuff. But, I mean, for what's here for $25, I don't think that's bad at all. He comes with a good amount of accessories. I really like the look of them, and it's a new spawn for the line that we really haven't gotten in a while, so that makes me happy. But with that being said, at a price point of $25, to be fair, I do have him in a bad pose right now. Very uneven pose, and the rotating base doesn't help. But at a price point of $25, I'll go ahead and give him an 8. I think it's a really solid figure, and a figure I'm happy to put in my Spawn collection. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all of those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? See you guys in the next one. Peace. What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.